Hey, that was in the credits. I didn't get to choose that. Good evening, or afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome to Sunday, and welcome to Gothic 2. A bit of an unplanned finale, but since we don't have much time left, well, don't have much left to do in the game, I decided we would wrap it up this weekend. Hello, Lupa de Mer. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's how I've been pronouncing it all along. I feel like we already have more people than we had yesterday. It's almost like Sunday streams are the better idea after all. And I might stick with it. Even though I don't normally like to do Sunday streams, but I don't know. As long as I have a productive weekend, I think I'm okay with it. So we gotta rally the troops, but we also have to get Jack to join our crew, since for some reason I never did that in the Night of the Raven episodes. So I think we can just enlist him now, right? Like I don't know if we have to take back his tower first.
Hey.
There, he's just floating.
There's...
No, I guess we do. It's not even an option to discuss.
That'll only cause more trouble. I'm no better off myself.
Right, but I thought maybe he would just kind of like resign himself to not getting the tower back.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I think Halvor has something to say if we ask about it.
I'm looking for a crew.
But how are you planning to leave here?
I'm going to appropriate a ship.
Yeah, right. Are you for real? The Paladins will make
you
short
for
work
real?
of you when they get hold of you. Suit yourself. It's not my life you're risking.
Can you help me?
I am not the right person for that. But go talk to Jack. He should be hanging out here somewhere in the harbor. He'll know best
Oh, my
what you
back!
need to make
What
that
the fuck?
journey.
Oh god, what's happening? I'm getting cramps. Oh no, drunk people are welcome as long as you keep it PG-13-ish. God, what the hell just happened? My back is cramping. Oh. Alright, I gotta adjust my posture.
Want to come along?
Nah, I think not. But I wish you lots.
It's interesting, I don't know of many other characters who reference the fact that orcs have basically slaver ships. I don't think many people mention that until Gothic 3. He did refer us to Jack. Maybe that opens up an option now. Nope. Alright. I was seeing if I could shortcut it.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Anything I can learn about this game
I wouldn't have done that.
in the meantime is of interest.
Will it ever change?
Come on, step.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Have a safe trip, honorable magician.
How nice of her. So respectful, if we're anything but a mercenary.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him. I wouldn't be so...
There you are.
Here I are again.
But you know.
Show me.
I wonder if they made a point to make sure that he puts that in his fucking flies. I wonder if they made a point to make sure he keeps that in his merchant inventory in case you haven't given it to
I can't believe that. There's nothing
Raoul.
about it.
I totally blanked on his name. But he doesn't keep any of the other skins that you sell him. Nobody to talk to? That's unfortunate. You can talk to us.
Oh, why? I could instruct. Also.
What?
Wait.
I realize if we talk to him from inside his house, we can actually see him when he walks back there and gets changed. But nobody wants to see
I'm
that.
ready.
And again, if we tell him to stay behind, he turns naked anyway.
I never knew that.
Vatras. And we gotta get Lee. For some reason I always found it weird that you couldn't get Cord to join the crew.
Hey,
It always seemed like you'd be one who would do that.
The drag.
I knew.
I know.
Then a quick.
I know.
Then let us waste no.
You want to
I have thought long.
I consider it an.
Don't take too much.
Listen, I may.
It's a shame we never get anybody from Neither Raven who can join our crew. Especially since some of them end up in Corinus anyway, Myrtana anyway. Yeah, no, but still. I mean, we can get Wolf as well, who seems like an odd man out. We can proposition Raoul, of all people.
Show.
Hey,
Show.
I always loved how Baltram just never really acknowledges the fact that we completely failed his quest to get him his package from Akil.
Show.
take you.
I've got to go.
Suit.
I still really want to kill Canthar. I hate that dude. So no, Holy Bolt is meant for, or Holy Missile, sorry, is meant for beings of darkness. Oh, I know where there's some King Sorrels. I haven't gotten it yet. There's at least one way up by Niklas. I have Thor's there to help you with his two-handed sword. Well, you would think so, especially since we part on such friendly terms, but then suddenly next time we see him, he's just like, fuck you, I want to kill you, blah, blah, blah. Look at me, I'm a big badass, and I work for the orcs now. Because I'm a kiss-ass douche. You would think Holy Missile would be ineffective against non-unholy creatures. Oh, what do I know? I'm no holy man. Yeah, don't even start with that nonsense. Deceased. I was like, I'd probably kill these guys with just a regular old lightning bolt, but... I still can't get over the design of the demon in Forsaken Gods. Like, it looks like something out of Where the Wild Things Are. You stay back, fool. Hello, AOC. Is that the case? Because that's what I was thinking. It seemed like that was how it was meant to be. And I swear I remember it being that way. God, I'm so... man. I decided, now that I actually live in a nice neighborhood, to go for a stroll today. End up walking way farther than I thought I would. And I am tired and in pain now. Yeah, I remember it, like, completely turning the tide against Seekers. Which it certainly does in this game. Then again, they died to like 4 or 5 fireballs anyway. I was gonna go rest, but it's easier just to drink potions at this point. I mean, it is ridiculous. It's more than twice as good as any other single target spell. Other than maybe Large Firestorm, because I never used that. Takes too long to power up. Well, that's the thing, Val. I used to live in a not nice neighborhood for walking. Plus, my old job, I would walk pretty much all day. But ever since leaving that job, I've been a lot more sedentary. So I decided today would be the start of me trying to like take better care of myself. I went for a stroll. Took me about 2 hours. I walked about 6 miles, which I don't know how many kilometers that is. But my shoes are not made for walking. Because they are quite old. The existence of that 10 gold leather satchel always weirded me out. Like the only one of its kind, and it's the only one that looks different. Wasn't there a sorrel up here somewhere? I wish at least in Marvin mode there was like a button you could press to highlight things you could pick up. Oh, there's a knotweed. Oh, there is one. Sweet. I can get so much mana now. I need to pull up that map of all the King Sorrel locations again. I'd like to get them all. Zap. Niklas has always been a curious dude. I don't understand why they came up with him. Because he's out here, he doesn't do anything. All he does is teach you how to shoot bows, and you already run into... Actually, I don't know. Bartok doesn't teach you bows, does he? More stationary, oh yeah. Well, around here we've had... like 4 consecutive heat waves, like 1 week after the other. I mean, I don't know the numbers behind that, but it sounds reasonable. I mean, the one thing most people own is a car. Like, most families have at least one car. And then you can have a car and still be on food stamps. You know, it's kind of meaningless because, you know, most people at least have, like, a beater. I mean, my car is by no means...
Cut out
Alright,
this
chill
magic
out.
crap.
My car is by no means, like, a... you know, decent car. I mean, it runs just fine. It is absolutely functional. No issues with it. It just looks like shit. But as long as there's no problems with it, I don't see a reason to buy a better one. There's at least one sorrel up here. A lot of destroy undead spells for some reason. Didn't seem to help him. Oh, my pretty. I'm sure there's a couple more in the woods, but we're at 300 mana. I think we'll be fine. I realize even getting the 320 makes almost no difference because, you know, the only spells I'm using now cost either 40 or 50.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Or more.
And he works all day too. I can't take care of everything. He better shut up.
Oh, wait, I'm using that. Make one of them. I did get Wave of Death. I actually didn't look at it to remember to see the stats. Wave of Death. 400 damage, 150 mana. That is intensive. But it do the do. Now, who are we missing for the crew? We need Lee and Gorn. Everything has fewer hit points in this version, so I'm sure it does. A fair number of them do. The problem is, in a lot of places, public transport is not funded very well. We were lucky in our state a few years ago. They invested quite a lot into it, so there's a whole lane, like almost like a railway, but it's just a sort of like highway for buses to go between like the major cities. And I'm actually my roommate actually is pretty lucky because we have one of those stops right a block away. So he uses that to get to work. So. But yeah, I mean, when I was in Louisiana, I can tell you for a fact there were no buses whatsoever. Other than ones that went around like the bigger cities. But my town, there's no bus at all.
Hey. Would you say
Sure. You entered the monastery. You but will
I did that ages ago, dork.
he's alive. Do you there? But there's. As you have. Are you beside?
Good.
What?
Yes.
I've waited.
Has so many learning points. Hello, Caprice. Oh yeah, we gotta do Anubis. I mean, we don't gotta, but I'll do it. Boing. Oh, hello, Sneaker. You missed. Look at him miss a heat, auto-seeking target, oh, whatever. I give up on words. Yeah, it seems like way more people make it to the Sunday streams anyway, so it's probably a good idea to keep doing it. Zap. Take that. I mean, who comes up with these wild contraptions? How are they powered anyway? I don't see any source of mechanical power or any moving parts to this system at all. The engineering feats of Corinus are truly astounding. If magic could do everything like that, why would they even use stuff like windmills? Just use magic to grind your corn. Nope. Hey. Oh, there is one down here. I had a weird feeling there was. Is eating out in the country cheaper? Absolutely not. The dollar menu off of McDonald's might be cheaper in some locations, but I can tell you for a fact that for the most part it is not. I mean, I can get... It depends on what you do. I mean, if you want to make a restaurant quality dish, it probably costs more to do it yourself. But just general home-cooked meals, definitely cheaper to do it yourself. Let's get the wave of Deeth equipped. Not even really that good stuff down here. Mass destruction. Oh god, that's a different casting animation. Oh, okay, there we go. That was way slower. Didn't that have the fire rain style animation?
Nothing
in Night of the
there.
Raven? Oh, I don't know why I misremembered. Was it faster? I don't remember the animation ever changing. Alright, I'll have to do my own research. No, that seemed the same.
Nothing there.
Dude. Oh god, it happened faster. They got blasted. Alright, now the tricky part. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! No, 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 no! That did not work. They happen faster than I thought they would. Stop making squeaking gnarly sounds. God damn it! It takes so long to cast it. Fuck. I don't know how far the AoE goes. Okay. That should be plenty of time. Take that. Okay, AoE is quite far. Excellent.
Nothing to be had there.
See, you keep saying that. I don't remember the times being different. I know in 1 you could get knocked out of the animation. It would consume all the mana you invested in it, but then you'd have to start over. That was my biggest problem with Magic in Gothic 1. All of the, what they call, like, the investment spells or whatever. Or any of the ones that just had a long wind-up animation. You get knocked out of it, and since it consumed mana the whole, over the course of the whole animation, instead of the moment you cast it. Alright, I've never compared them back to back, so I'm not calling you a liar, I just don't know for myself that that's the
I
case.
need to go.
And so,
Yes.
better than quite obvious.
Be my.
All right, see. So you didn't know that.
Well, you're doing a better job of educating yourself than the American education system did for me.
And that's the truth.
Hey, we gotta do... no, I'm not gonna. Rosie and Till can go die in the woods. I don't care. You want to beat this idiot
Hey,
up, though.
you! Say,
Oh, I killed him. I didn't think that would kill him. He must have been a really unholy bastard. 'Cause that just wiped him the fuck out. Do I want to do... No, I don't want to do that cave up there. Buster's another one that I figured we would take with us on a crew, but... I think of what characters you can get on your crew that just, you know, don't make it in any shape or form in Gothic 3. And I guess Thoris, none of the captains, Bennett, Biff, Girion, Pedro. And it's like, what the fuck? I didn't even try to explain what happened to any of them. Well, I meant the other way around. Which ones can you take that don't show up? Is that everybody? Well, this time I'm not going to take Mario.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Mainly because I don't want to deal with him, but also because I find it interesting that they replace the skeletons with undead orcs if you don't take them. Yeah, those are all the ones I said. Are there any more?
All we can do is wait and see.
Well, hey, you shan't be judged here. I've demonstrated my complete lack of cultural awareness many times over. Oh yeah, gotta get Il Capitano.
No one really wants to hear that. You mustn't believe everything you hear. I can't believe it.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Everybody knows by now.
Is it really true?
That'll never change.
Is that really? Come with me to the...
I don't wanna.
wouldn't you like to go back to sea?
I'd give my right arm if only they'd hire me on a big schooner just one more time. But for an old sea dog like me,
I need...
shiver me timbers.
Who knows?
That
What if I brought you some...
not a bad idea. Harad the blacksmith has an... I'd like
Harad? Nobody ever called him Harad. Time you offended all Americans are saying they discount Brits. What? I said that? When the hell did I say that?
Hey, you...
Also, we Americans
You
make
in a
terrible
city,
Brits. Because... I mean... we drink coffee instead of tea. Oh, you're slandering me?
Can I
I'm
buy...
gonna sue you
The
for
weapons,
libel.
But if it has,
I heard Jack is...
but it should be.
Is that
That's
a problem?
one thing we can definitely do in America.
Wait a minute.
And is he off? Yeah, he's off. He's on his way. Damn, just step on the old man's anvil before you leave.
He never would have thought of that
What the hell is this? I've never noticed this, ledge here. Holy shit! This always been like this? Dude, if I was homeless, this would be like the place to be. Set up a little cardboard box over here, and then I have like 2 roofs. Alright, I'm shortcutting. Boing!
I can't take care of everything.
That's an easy climb.
So, what do you say?
Lordy, what a mess! Jack won't recognize the place when I'm done with it.
I don't think he hired you to redecorate it.
Brian will take care of your lighthouse from now on.
I had hoped you would say that. Do you still need me?
Aye, aye.
Be my captain.
I've
Oh,
sailed
Captain,
the
my
7
captain.
seas.
Dang,
I
that's
shall
3,000.
so. Show me your ship and your crew.
Wait for me at the harbor.
If you say
3,000 XP for hiring him. I don't think we get that much from anybody else. I love how the whole idea is that in what is it? Tale of a Warrior, Brian just turns his lighthouse into another smithy. That seems silly. Relatively young Russian man. I feel like that happens with like a lot of countries, and then suddenly they have almost like a renaissance and completely try and reject American culture and try and go back to like their roots. So give it 50 years or so, and you'll be back to slinging vodka and picking potatoes for the motherland. And Girion hasn't shown up again. What the hell? What go on? You know what? He must not show up if you have a full crew before you even make it down here. I bet you that's what it is.
Right.
easy first, you need
What I have them.
Anything's possible.
What am I missing? I ain't messing with Putin, alright? I don't need to have an accident and fall out a window.
Do you really think? He should have known better. Don't have to tell me that.
Do I not have the map?
Why haven't I heard about
I have the map.
So that's where you're hiding out.
Oh god, now I'm
Damn
stuck.
far
I'm
away.
stuck talking to myself.
I'll need a ship to get there. Right.
easy does it, my lad. First, you need a complete crew with at least 5 men.
Oh, that's right. I have to actually like demand access to the ship.
Wait a minute.
I wanted to.
Sorry, you.
I want to get aboard the ship.
No one may enter the ship. I shall, in the name.
You.
Oh, the magicians, whoever doubt.
What?
I shall.
You wouldn't.
I would never.
So.
You mustn't do.
Do Lord Hay.
I don't know.
Just think.
I don't believe it.
For the.
Understood.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Only intended to be the paladin option of accessing. Oh no, he just showed up. There he is.
Where did you pick that? Do you really think? Hey, can you tell me?
I guess I expected you to do that well before you actually make it down here.
I need
You cannot.
the or the real. Either. Correct.
Well, when we have.
I can.
Then do.
Haven't I heard about this before?
With that. I don't know why he gets so worked up. More trouble.
Yeah, well, the problem, Sarg, is that if you look at the Witcher Netflix series, it pretty much looks like they're trying to make a Hollywood classic, you know, gray-ass, cultureless fantasy setting out of it, so. To me, it looked like none of the Slavic kind of mythos was going to be present in it. And everyone's just wearing old, like, gross bondage leather fashions, you know, and like it's Game of Thrones or something.
Righto.
Do you really? If you're.
Alright, let's hit the sack. Is it guaranteed, though? I mean, it's got better talent, possibly. But I don't think it's guaranteed. I know that that TV show is considered hot garbage, but I feel like... I don't know. Yeah, I know that, sir. There's something of a youth revolt. I implore you not to put yourself in any danger if that kind of thing ever comes around your way, because I know it gets hostile. Oh, you don't know, Val. He's a crafty fellow. But that was a good joke. Have we done all that we must do? Oh yeah, I never did that because I sold the ring by accident. Oh, I never turned that in. I sold his crossbow. Alright, whatever. We're good. If we can get through without crashing the game. Which I haven't had that many problems. I mean, I've had this freezes and occasional crashes. Why is there a lump of ore here? I've had the freezes and occasional crashes, but none of the game-breaking issues I had in most of the Night of the Raven runs for some reason. Gorn tripped. Nope, we're good.
Hey. What job?
Someone has to.
How are you?
The headaches have become untamable.
This shall end. This too shall end.
Don't treat me like an idiot. I seem to have...
Oh wow, you can teach everything. Well, not everything, but...
I hope you know what you're doing, man.
It won't be long.
Keep your head on your shoulders and...
It still kind of blows my mind. I mean, this is why I kind of liked the ending of Risen 3, the final island. Because it reminded me of this a lot, with the exception that more of the people that came with you were actually involved. Even though it still had the kind of contrived thing where you had to help everybody. But at least they tried. Alright, onwards. Oh no, I need to make this potion. Have a sip. 330 mana, that's not that. It was, but the whole game was like that. So I don't fault the final area in particular for it.
I don't know why you get so worried.
That is also true. I mean, Piranha Bytes has always had shitty bosses, so Again, it's more just the island as a whole. I thought was one of the cooler sort of final sequences that they had, especially when you compare it to Risen 2, which was the really crappy, like, scene on the ship where the Kraken's just smacking you or throwing things at it. And then the actual final boss, which was on a really small island with a couple mobs, and then you fought her just like a normal NPC. That was the dumb. But good old Skull Island, or whatever it was actually somewhat sort of decent. Also, when you compare it to Elex, which was kind of a really shitty final area. At least it was an original boss, but he only had like 2 attacks. Warg. This completely trivializes this whole area. Nothing even threatens me anymore. Ah! I didn't see him coming. Yike! Look at that. Oh yeah, just walking down the hallway. The funniest thing about that is it was like he was, like the hybrid was talking in a sentence, but each, like every 5 words only triggered when you walked far enough, so you just get him to constantly just slow himself down if you didn't walk fast enough. Never seen the Pedro that stole the Eye of Innos. What? What do you mean? He's on this island. We see him every time we show up here. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny, the Risen's final dungeon. I mean, you clear most of the dungeon halfway through the game. But the final one was kind of crap, and then the actual final boss was garbage. Come at me, fools. Oh, what? Ah! Things are going wrongly. Ooh-cha-cha-cha. Ow. 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 Yeah, you get cranky. Alright, I can deal with you. I thought you knew me. Frickin' wall. Supposed to curve the bullet. Oh. He's a one-shotter. Oh dear, oh my. Ow, ow. Really is. It's insane. I mean, normally this level would take quite a while. But now it do not. Get out of my life. I got the shrink monster spell. I didn't think it's remotely necessary. Gonna use it on this troll, but completely useless. This thing just takes him down 2 hits. Well, this is fun. Oh, look at this dork. I don't know why I bother with the holy missile on these guys, because they take 2 shots on the lightning anyway. Since none of these... What was that? Oh, it was destroy undead. None of these guys trigger until the Colonel aggro, so we can just bank shot this. Which is hilarious. Oh, he had a dragon root on him. Boingus. Wish I knew what any of these things were. Ooh. Okay, I do have bow. Wanted to make sure that I had one. So no, well, at least in Neither Raven, Diego only sells one, and he's liable to equip it if you don't buy it. Isn't those guys who would speak to you? No. There are 1 or 2, if you're a paladin, there's 1 or 2 colonels on Corinus that would speak to you. As part of that quest where you gotta hunt them all down. But no, these ones, as soon as you walk in there and get the journal update, they all attack you. They just don't until the colonel sees you.
Traitor of all, I ought to just
Stop. You.
give that. Until
Yes.
all right.
Thank you.
Like, follow me, you big douche. What's a cave troll? Does a cave troll look any different than a conventional troll? I don't think they do. Still got the eyebrows and the weird mohawk. Also, I don't know if the companions are still immortal in Classic. We should probably be careful since that one really goes to town on Vatras.
Come here, you filthy beast. I've still got it. One less monster around.
Here.
Wait.
The or dead. What other?
I did. They wanted. Well,
I've heard.
may the.
It was just like you said.
pick a fight with me again.
You sure taught him. Yeah, Angar got hurt, but Vatras didn't.
You had damn well bet.
I'm doing my.
That's not enough.
So help me and stop.
I will.
Alright, follow me, you whiny little bitch. Oh man, I'm so tired. We don't need to talk to you.
I wouldn't have done that.
Oh yeah, we should talk to all Lessers having an issue with the handrail there.
It can't go on like this forever.
You what? To...
So why won't
Did
they
you-
listen to me?
Of course. So
You don't have to ask me
what?
that.
I've got a.
Well, so first I've heard of it.
You don't need any of that junk. He's got a sorrel.
Anything's possible.
We're very close to having
So why won't they
A
listen to me?
7th consecutive cast
I have to feel
of
sorry for the poor guy.
he's gonna die.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
God damn it, Angar! You
Don't have to
big
ask
dummy.
me that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
He should have known better.
Nobody ever
Somebody clip that, please. I need to make a compilation of all the idiots in this game that kill themselves. Don't see the point of the quest to kill Pedro. Yeah, well, I mean, that's why it's never a listed quest. It's just something... maybe it was something they meant to do,
Hey,
and just didn't.
I have.
Then bring.
Hey,
What do you need?
Holy crap! Got loads of those. Alright, well, sweet. Brew up a couple more brewskis.
what with?
Well, with... I guess that's all we really need. Amount of flasks is... Oh, we're at 360, so... even better.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Welcome, XL. Glad you can make it. Yeah, I don't know. Because the credits show very clearly that they are going straight to Murtana. So, I don't know. Maybe they planned... Maybe the original plan for the expansion was that they would return to Korinnes. And then they dumped that in favor of coming up with Jarkandar instead. I need a drink. What are this? A lot of dragon roots. I honestly feel like I should just eat all these, because I'm not going to do anything with them. What on earth is that abomination of an emote? I don't know why I'm bothering. I don't do melee and I don't do bows. But I'm also not going to make potions out of them. I have 108 learning points. I'm not going to do anything with it at this point. So many problems like first world problems. I never expected to run into. Dork. Take that. Don't even need to bring Angar, for Christ's sake. God, what is happening?
Another one of those things.
Alright, go get it.
All
Look at
right. So much for you, filthy beast.
I guess this probably, the fact that we can bring Angar with us is probably the reason why he's the only crew member who does not have immortality. Oh god.
Another one of those things. So much for you, filthy beast.
Why are weird sounds happening? This cave is so drippy. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh my. Hello. Please help. Whatever, don't need your help. Bah. The audio is so much glitchier than I remember. Oh, hello. Where did that one come from? Angar, you're supposed to watch my back. Seriously, that noise. Takes like a million years for that voice thing to happen. And we're not even like below sea level in this area, so why is there so much water dripping in? It just takes too long. I used to make a point to cook all the meat, too. And now I don't even bother. I mean, I'll cook a few of them at first, just because they are like a primary healing medium when you first start the game. But whoa, that just whole area just popped in. Whoa. And more learning points I'm never going to use. Too far away. Oh yeah, biggest dragon omelet. I'll give you a bow here. I don't know why they don't give you a short bow. It's some people at this point might not have any dexterity.
Oh.
Stop whining. I think I missed some eggs. Did I miss eggs? Nope, I did not miss eggs. Also, the music stopped. That irritates I. Let's go. See if I can keep Angar from bitching before the fight happens.
Stay, human.
Really?
You have my...
Stop.
You have...
Yeah, go forth.
Yeah, that's how you deal with those things.
Sure is. If we keep going, he doesn't whine at us. Hey, did we ever test if we can hit the switches with magic? Oh, you can't even target them. Bonk! Well, what if I do it like this? Oh, doesn't even aim at it. Bonk! What if I gave Angar a bow? I don't even have any good ones. This is the quietest stone bridge I've ever heard. Well, moving bridge. There it goes. Sneaky bitch. I didn't care about the loot in these towers. Nothing means anything. I love how the destroy undead spell isn't even like meaningful as a result of this holy missile. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing can one-shot the Shadow Lords as well. Alright, bitch off then.
Stay back. I'll have to.
Good luck.
Can you actually target... What are these idiots doing? Where do you think you're going, dork? Stop walking. Trying to kill you. There you are. So quiet. Let's see if this one shot's old Archole. Old Archie. It don't. Oh, hello. Shit! Ow. 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 Damn, that was crunchy. This, I believe, is the only place you can get the Berserker's axe. No, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. Gonna do something after Gothic? I don't think so. I was really just planning on finishing this up. If it happened really quickly, I might have hopped into something meaningless for a little while, but... Nah. Once this is done, I just wanted to wrap it up because I didn't want to have, schedule a whole stream next weekend and it only take like an hour. So I figured I'd wrap it up today instead. Did I get the recipe? The Fergasto? What the hell is it? What's in the book? Where's the recipe?
What with?
What with? Oh. Shoot. Somebody better sell some bloody lab flasks. Otherwise, we in the troubles. Oh god, that was a mistake. Thought I could shortcut it. Oh god, what are you doing? Nah, I don't think I can do Witcher 3 today. That's a Friday thing. I can't see. Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die.
I used to say that myself.
Elder and the Shadow Lord carries is also pretty damn OP. Oh, I didn't loot him. He probably disappeared.
Do you? No, not really. But please don't ask.
Got it.
Well, so
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
He does not sell
That's totally
flasks.
obvious.
I don't know why.
I think we determined that there are none on the island.
I wouldn't have done that.
That's a good question. I don't know if I want to start Risen right away, because if I get distracted with that before I really start
Hey,
the
you.
Gothic walkthrough, it might be confusing to
Can
me.
you, what do you?
Nobody sells the junk. Yeah, but I already took those. And I used them. I will do a stream for Risen. I just don't know if I'm going to start it next week.
Like this forever.
Alright, well, game is broken, so...
That's exactly what I said.
Not loot.
I already thought that. Except I didn't have enough problems.
I mean, it should be obvious to put some of these on the final island when you need at least one to recharge the Eye of Enos. Somebody should sell these stupid things. Yeah, why don't I have the recipe for the Fergasto? I thought it was inside the place in the chest. Or on the ground somewhere. Mage and Risen is pretty dumb. Also, Black Secret sneaking in again. I didn't think Mage was that bad. I mean, it was a little underwhelming just because the other factions could use almost as much magic. The only difference was just being able to use runes, really.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
I hardly know what to believe.
Waha! Oh good, he's still here. And where's the stupid recipe? Yeah, they can't use crystal magic, but they get the ability to craft scrolls from runes by the end of the game. Oh, there it is. Jesus, I couldn't even see that. Yeah, he didn't drop the rune. What rune was he supposed to have?
Nothing to be had there.
I forgot me. That's a lot of strength. Means I can actually use weapons now. 2 not enough strengths. I don't like the look of that sword on the mage. So, Serg, if you are an Inquisition warrior, you get to use rune magic. Or no, actually you don't. But either faction, any of the factions, get the ability to write scrolls from runes. So it's effectively the same. Oh, that might be one of those cases, Black Secret, where he drops it if he freezes to death. That glitch that happens. Alright, so if you don't bring old Luigi, then all of the skeletons that are normally here with him instead are undead orcs. Which is weird. Deceased. Ah, he made it out just in time to die. I don't know why I'm collecting all these weapons. They're just getting in the way of my inventory. I think it's more that they didn't think it was reasonable to have 4 undead orcs plus Mario fighting you at the same time. You can get past Chapter 2 and Risen? Well, that's a shame. I don't know, I seem to be in a slight minority in that I actually really like the end sequences of the first Risen. I mean, it's a bit silly, because it's just like, hey, go find 5 items. Now that you're done, go find 5 more items. Yeah, see, y'all naysayers. Rune power. Now for my favorite thing to do in this game. Ah, dork. He didn't even get to laugh. Well, this game is just seeker spam all over the island. And see, that's the thing. Like, everyone just... Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. Everyone just, like, sneers at Risen in spite of the fact that it is the closest thing we ever got to Gothic 2 again. Yeah, they typically are. I don't know why Piranha struggles so much with the endings of their games, just because they get too linear. I don't think Year to Wrath really does, quite honestly. I just like it for atmosphere reasons. These are goblin skeletons, yep. Okay, if I remember correctly, the sequence of this is outer switch, inner switch, upper switch. Nope, I lost. Thank goodness for stair collision. I guess you're right in that regard. Instead of just invincible Templars and lots of zombie orcs and occasionally mind crawlers. Oh, and some demons. In fact, there aren't even any demons in this island, strangely enough. Yes? Oh. Oh, what? Did they change the order? In Night of the Raven? I know that was one of the... One thing like... Oh, no, it was up, out, in. Damn it. That's what it were. Up. Outie. Innie. There we go. I tripped. And he hit the dork. Squeak. That silly bitch. Oh yeah, this is the easy one. Well, yeah, the problem is the mods usually see variety as just do a shit ton of really tedious nonsense and absolutely bombard you with enemies. Alright, stop it. I love how it gives you a shrink enemy spell when there's nothing left to use it on. I remember, it doesn't work on normal sized enemies, right? I keep forgetting whether or not. Also, does this retract the previous gate if you do them one after the other? I've never tested that. I think it does. Oh, it does. I'm a dork. I mean, why would they do it that way? I would say Piranha Bytes is falling victim to that, or just mob you with enemies. But that just seems to be the way of things these days. No. I broke it. Get on my face. Yeah, not the only one, sir, but I thought it was alright. Just eventually, it's the factions that bored me the most. They came up with like such diverse ideas for them, but just functionally, they're all so... still feel so meaningless. How about these dorks? And now this one is front, left, and right. Take that. What? He dodged it. Honestly, I'd say the ones in Gothic 3 were almost more meaningful, but I guess by the end, it really didn't matter which faction you supported the most. By the end of it, you could just completely swing the other way. Well, except I don't think you could get the... Well, you could kill Zubin, get the scepter, and then still support Beliar, I think. Yep, I broke it. Sweet. Haha! Ha! I was able to hit the switch while that one was going. I was wondering if I could do that. I broke the mechanism. No, now it's fixed. This whole animation is so silly. What does any of that even do, and how does it even function as a lock? Alright, time to blast some sneakers. You think you're hot stuff? Dork. A lot of Wave of Death spells. Scrolls. Hello. What are you up to? Yeah, not the way they're approaching it, I'm afraid. Still could have been better if they actually got to finish, but... there are clearly some weaknesses just in the fact that they weren't given enough time. I mean, they had to build an entire engine they didn't have time to, you know, make properly. They had to build an entirely new world, new graphical assets, write a whole new story, new dialogues, and, unfortunately, they cut corners on literally everything, so it all sucked. Alright, you bald bitch.
So you slimy worm. You have indeed dared
You
to
slimy
come before the gate of
worm.
the master.
Are you the one pulling the strings here?
I am the guardian of the halls of Yrderath, the mightiest source of only one.
I see. You used to be a follower.
That is the distant past. The master has shown us the only possible.
Ironically, it's the same master.
Who's your
He is a wanderer. He is the. He brings.
sound? What's...
We are many. Cries of to free the world of the barbarians.
Yes.
Yes.
Enough of this drivel. I shall destroy you. Your sight will fade, and your spirit will vanish into the darkness.
Darkness.
Without the soul summoning amulet, I'd have a serious problem now.
Thank goodness I kept it. He still has normal NPC voices. It doesn't do that much damage. Well, he also, I don't think he has the Breath of Death spell in this one. He shot me with the fireball, right? Might have been an Ultra Ball, but... hello, I knew you were there. Sneaky seeker. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess this is it. Might not even need the armies of darkness this time.
Kadosh. Kadosh.
MM.
Open.
That one big spooky laugh. Alrighty then. When you're an RPG with an immersive world, I mean, how can you have both? The problem is linear RPGs don't usually, you know, put a lot of diversity into the world. Stop tripping on the stairs. So the trick with this is we focus on one of the undead orcs, we can definitely hit him with this, right?
So now you've managed.
Come on.
We're not as.
Oh, Zardos.
I might just do.
You,
So
with your big old
What
dragony
the-
self.
on my
Enough.
your bone.
My bones. What you know about my bones? Oh, he's gonna hit me. I don't think we can pull that trick off. Oh, we can hit him normally with it? Ow, ow, ow. Oh, you're right. Holy crap. Damn, he does some damage, though. Oh, yeah. Crashes. Hey. We don't need this stupid thing. 3 hits from the Destroy Undead, because it does 1,000 damage, you know, per hit. Which means he's only got like 3,000 hit points. Oh, hello, Diego.
Hey. It's all
Now, will
now. What?
go?
Let us weigh anchor. I estimate it's about 1,500 pounds. Now, what's the point? They don't even acknowledge it in Gothic 3, so why not just leave it behind? Yeah, there's still some games like that.
Oh, how do you damn? What will I
You should.
Let me think of one. I feel like what have I played recently? I don't think I've, you know, played many other RPGs in a while. Yeah, unfortunately, it is a trend.
It's I and you're
Yeah, I'll need hope.
hey.
Damn it, stop tripping.
Hey.
I'm doing a wiggle.
We can very mate.
How did orcs get mugs of beer? I think it's a cause for a celebration with some fine brewski. I'm gonna hold by the foam. Look at this coward, too afraid to go into the island.
You stay.
Sure I did. Just a there's not.
So why won't they listen?
Hey, you. You don't.
You know. I thought you'd make it.
What are you going to?
No, I.
Oh, sure you did, Larry's.
It's all
Fine. Go to the.
That's the truth.
tight. And go hit the.
Thank you.
You don't have to ask me that.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Better.
That was obvious.
Hey. All right.
You should go straight to the.
Go on like this forever.
We won't.
Hopefully, you mustn't believe everything you hear.
Oh, God, I'm falling.
Nobody ever asks me.
I don't think I ever talked to Vatras when we finish up with the Dragoons.
I've got a dragon.
Well,
I know what you're.
I'm glad to hear that.
Ow. I had a hiccup and it really hurt for some reason.
Hey, you. I did.
I know you have dealt a blow, but barren evil.
No, I guess I'm
Tell-
familiar with this.
I did.
Tell.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We have done 4 consecutive runs of Gothic 2. Now I have to play it all again as a walkthrough.
I did it.
I had hoped that everything would turn out well, but I must admit that during those last few hours, I haven't been so sure. Can we finally set sail again now?
That's GTFO. And it's gonna freeze, so I can't show the final cutscene.
And the humans slew the beast.
So far,
and
so
it
good.
entered into Beliar's realm.
Zardos!
Did it?
What exactly happened in the Temple of Irdarath?
With the help of Innos, you have defeated the Avatar of Evil. And I have taken its power unto myself. Since I left the Circle of Fire, this alone has been my goal. What was denied to me in the Temple of the Sleeper has now finally come to pass. Beliar has chosen me.
Treachery.
So, you obey the God of Darkness now?
No, I do not obey Beliar any more than you obey Innos. Not even the gods know what fate has in store for us. And I am only just beginning to grasp what options are open to me. But one thing is certain. We shall meet again.
But none of us will look or sound the same. So why does he get yellow mist when he teleports and I get blue? I want yellow mist. The credits don't get cut off this time. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. End of the Gothic 2 live streams for now. Now I actually have to get work on the walkthrough, so... Ugh. Damn, I'm aching. Premium package. Oh yeah. Need to get it in a loot box. Get the color changed on our teleport animation. Alright, well, it's been fun. So, next week I'll decide what I'm going to do over the course of this week, and I'll make the announcement so that it's not really necessarily a surprise, but as usual, the Witcher 3 stream should happen this Friday. Saturday, I guess I'll keep it off. And Sunday, we'll figure something else out. If Fingers is around, I might start Arx Fatalis, since he gifted me that a long time ago. I want to make sure he gets to see it. Otherwise, maybe I'll start Risen. I'm not too sure about that. But if not, I'll think of something else. If anybody has any other recommendations, feel free to make them and I'll consider it. Preferably something that's already in my library, but... yeah, who cares?
We're overloaded. We have to toss some of the gold overboard.
Get your hands off the gold.
Listen, it would be really better if we...
I don't want to hear any more about it.
I've heard the war with the orcs is going badly.
And?
We probably won't be able to spend all the gold anywhere.
The gold stays on board.
What good is the gold if we capsize in the tiniest storm?
But I don't see a storm.
Not yet.
Relax. Everything will turn out all right.
Ironically, we make it. No storm, but we get robbed anyway. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for this weekend. That's it for Gothic 2. Until the walkthrough. Thank you all for hanging out today. And we'll see you next weekend. Have yourselves a wonderful night.